on a podcast or anything, but I haven't heard your thoughts on the revelation that people inside Apple were kicking the tires at Perplexity and some of the other LLM providers and AI companies. What's your opinion on the build it versus buy it debate around Apple? I feel like for 25 billion, they should just buy it, just given how much cash they have and given what the narrative is on their lack of execution in this area. But what would you advise Tim Cook if he called you and asked your opinion?
Well, you know, I love Perplexity. I think it's a good product. However, I'm not sure that it gets Apple the solution they need on the LLM front, right? If you really think about where Apple's advantage likely sits, Josh, right, it's on the edge. So they need to develop really lightweight, small models, and now we're seeing this on the open source side, right? OpenAI just released a super powerful small model. I'm not sure that Apple even needs to own the model. But what they need to do is have a deeply threaded partnership with somebody like OpenAI or Gemini with a very small model that sits on the edge that can give us a super-powered Siri, what Siri always should have been, right? In 2025, I have to say, Siri's kind of, you know, it's garbage. It could be 100x. It could be 100x better. But they need to have a small model that doesn't drain your battery. Remember, everybody says, oh, why don't they have this on the phone? Well, the problem is, right, these models are power hogs. And the second they put one of those on the phone and your battery drains in an hour, people will stop buying the phone. So it's a fine needle to thread. They're working hard on it. I think they'll have those things. I don't think it needs to be proprietary. And the Apple brand is strong enough to stand on its own. I don't think they need to own another brand. Now, maybe if they bought OpenAI in the early days, that would have been a different story. But the fact is, I think they're making good progress. Apple is not one to go make big splashy acquisitions. So I would say stay tuned to the open source and small model territory when it comes to upgrading Siri.
We both love Rakuten.
Love it.
When you shop online, you just press that activate button and you're saving money.
Hi, everyone. I am your new editor-in-chief. How many of you have written for a paper before?
I've tweeted.
You've tweeted?
I'm in a group text.
Terrific. I hope it's not too disruptive to have me sort of shake everything up.
No, don't be so self-defecating.
I want to get over to the PCE report, which is going to be out in just seconds. I want to get straight over to Rick Santelli, standing by at the CME. Rick.
Yes, we are awaiting the July read on income and spending and all the Fed's favorite inflation metrics, and they are populating on the wire as we speak. Personal income up exactly as expected, up 0.4. Up 0.4 would be the best since up 0.8 in April. Up 0.5% in spending, populating on the wire as we speak. Personal income up exactly as expected, up 0.4. Up 0.4 would be the best since up 0.8 in April.